YouTubers, how's everybody doing today? So, while I'm driving along here thinking about it, let's talk tires. Tires are one of the major costs of owning a truck, any kind of truck, but a dump truck, if you think about it, you hit different surfaces almost with every trip. It could be rocky, it could be muddy, it could be dirty, it could be pavement, it could be concrete, it could be uphill, downhill, could be running across a ditch, you could be doing all kinds of crazy shit. So tires for the job you're doing are important. Now, my issue with this truck is it was a highway truck. It was an over-the-road truck with a sleeper, and they just made it into a dump truck. When they did that, they didn't put on the heavier front axle for the bigger, wider tires. All they did was throw a bed and the tag axle and the wet kit on. So I have the normal same size or same style of highway tire front end. I mean, you really can't get a meaty steer tire with the 11R24.5s. If you get the bigger axle and the bigger hubs and wheels and tires, obviously you're talking some money, but because the transfer to change over all that would just be probably not worth the hassle. So doing what I do, I go through steer tires about every 2 years. And that 2 years for me is about really 53,000 miles maybe. It's not really good out of a set of tires. But again, with what you do with it and how they get, what you do with it and they get, they get tore up pretty easily. Like my tires right now, this left one is chewed up a bit, and they need to be replaced. So these tires, when I bought them, and I can't remember what brand they are, got them through Commercial Tire. I went with Commercial Tire when I did this because with my tire program, because the guy that owned Commercial Tire and started Commercial Tire was from the hometown I'm from, little town Cambridge, 400 people. He started that tire company, and I wanted to support a local family that I know. But they gotten a little expensive, and they got to be kind of a pain in my ass. And my nephew lives up in a small town a little bit north of where I grew up. And he has a mechanic shop up there, and he started doing tires. And I can get them through him wholesale. I pick them up right here in town, and I'm paying a third of the price. Now, the tires I'm getting, I just had him, I sent him a text telling him to order me 2 tires. They're open shoulder Falcon steer tires. The tires I have on here now were $1,100 a piece to have it put on, mounted, and the tire. I mean, the whole deal was $1,100 a piece. So we're talking $2,200 and some tax and change for tires. The drive tires I have on here now, they were 2 years ago when I bought those that I had on here, they were $1,800. The same tires now, I got a different tire on there. It's a little better tire, I think, but they were $3,400, almost $3,500. So they're not cheap. And I took those tires, and I know this is going to make people cringe, But I took the tires I had on here, the 8, and I had them retreaded. I only got 6 of them retreaded. The carcass wasn't any good, so it didn't do me. They couldn't retread them, but I got these retreaded. That cost me $1,900. So I've got 6 drive tires with almost exactly the same tread pattern sitting at home. On my trailer, covered in case I need them. Now I'm going through the process of buying the tools to do my tires myself. I don't know if I will mount them. That's just a hassle, and I'm not getting any younger. If I had a machine to do it all, that'd be great. But it's not like a car tire where you can do that. So I'm working on buying the tools. I have them mounted. I have a guy come over to my house. I'll mount them at the house, and then I'll put them on and take them off. It'll save me a little bit more money. A buddy of mine's going to teach me how to do brakes, a mechanic friend of mine. If you watch the previous videos, he's the mechanic friend that wound up wrecking my truck and whatever a couple years ago. With any luck, I can get the stuff to do that, and he can teach me how to do brake job, because I've never done brakes on a truck, so I don't know what that's like. I know I don't have the tools right now for that. I'm working on it. It ain't cheap, it ain't easy, but it's going to save me money in the long run, and that's really kind of what I'm looking at. I can away instead of spending money with other people. It's just not worth it. Well, I'm at my job site. I'm going to dump this real quick, and then I will come back. Let's talk tires. Well, apparently he wants it around the other side of the house, so I got to go down a different street. But so anyway, like I said, tires are one of the most expensive investments you have. So maintaining tire pressure, rotating them frequently increases the life of the tire. Doing it myself is going to make it that a little easier to be able to do that. Rotating them around, but so all together with the tag axle, I got 12 tires on this thing, and then 6 fat tires, super singles on the trailer. Those tires on the trailer, when I replaced one last year, it was $850. This year I got it to my nephew. It was 400 something. I don't even remember now. But definitely cheaper, definitely easier. Cost me like $100 to have somebody come put it, mount it. But okay, so let's I'm sure the monkey in the room is, once I said retread, everybody's like, oh shit, he does retreads. I wouldn't do retreads. They blow up, they do this, they do that. Well, I've been running retreads for way more than 4 years. The company I used to run, we started doing the retread program with Commercial Tire. Never had an issue. I've been running retreads on my trailer and the truck. This is the first set in 4.5 years of virgin rubber I've had on the drive tires. Retreads, for a little while, they started costing as much as a brand new tire. But with my new tire program, getting them through my nephew, I can have them retreaded cheaper than buying a new tire, just about. Now, I didn't buy the drive tires through him. I will next time. I bought those through Commercial Tire, retreaded through Commercial Tire. But there's a retread place here in Boise. I don't know if I could deal with them straight, or have to go through a tire company to do it. But that's something I'll look into when I need it. Right now, it's not something I need. I have enough tires to get me through for a while with any luck. Like I said, have them at home on my trailer. They're covered. Actually, they're not on the trailer. Now that I think about it, I took them off the trailer, but they're still covered. But I have never had one problem with retreads. Now, if you go down the road and you see a blown tire on the highway or whatever, if it has cords in it, little metal cords, those are not retreads. Those are brand new virgin tires that have blown. Easiest way to tell. Most of the time, what you're going to see is virgin tires. I have never had a retread blow. I've worn them out. I have ripped them. I did that on one of my trailer tires, actually. Going through a construction site, and there was something on the ground, and it cut sidewall. Nothing I can do about that. I couldn't see it. So, it is what it is. Take the good with the bad. That's just part of trucking. But tires are a place that you can definitely save money if you shop around. If you get a tire that'll last. Like I said, I can't remember what these ones are. I'm going to go with Falken. I know that's what was on here. Not the last set of steer tires, I think. Maybe they were Falkens. I can't remember. The ones before what I've got on there now. Can you retread steer tires? I think you can, but I never would. Steer tires just not something I'm going to mess with. Totally honest with you, I don't have the money to buy steer tires right now. The jobs I'm doing today and tomorrow will help that, and that's where I'm going to get the money to pay for them. Just things have been so tough that and steer tires have been so expensive, I haven't been able to replace them. But now that I can get them a lot cheaper, from $353 plus shipping to from $1,100 a piece, that's a huge savings. So, I get $700 for two, $730 or whatever for two, when last time they were $1,100 a piece. That's tremendous for me. And in a month or so, I'll have all the tools I need, and I can start changing those tires myself. I just keep buying one piece at a time until I can get it done. Not ideal. I need a shop. My wife's getting tired of me piling tools and parts and pieces of trucks along the house and in the garage and the shelf. But cost savings, doing it yourself is a lot easier, or a lot cheaper, not easier. Especially for guys like me. I'm not mechanically inclined like that, but I'm learning the hard way. But saving money everywhere I can is a plus. And doing tires is the one place I can definitely save money. But anyway, if anybody knows a cheap place to buy wheels, I need a couple of wheels. I need wheels for the drives, and I need a wheel for the steer so I can mount spares. I have a wheel for the trailer tires, but if I could get those mounted and have them ready and just be able to swap them out when I need to, man, that'll come in huge handy. But like I said, one thing at a time. But I need a good, cheap place to buy wheels. If you can help me out with that, fucking that'd be awesome. I'd owe you a beer. Anyway, I'm going to cut this one down. We will get it edited later today when I get time. Hope you guys have a great Thursday. We will talk to you later. Tomorrow's topic probably going to be services. Got a lot to say about that. But anyway, take it easy. Have a good one.